again. It's me. Hope you're not missing me too much yet. I know you probably are, but I'll see you on Monday. I'm missing you guys, I'm sure, maybe. I don't know. But kind of similar to what you guys were doing yesterday. You should have the bell work completed. We're going to go over it, and then we'll get started on the other side of the notes. So have your bell work out in front of you, and we'll go over that. Bell work is a review of what we were doing yesterday. So I asked you to simplify these expressions by combining the like terms. So hopefully you got your color utensils out, circled the like terms, and combined them in order to do these. In the first one, the like terms would be 9e and negative 5e, along with negative 4 and positive 6. So negative 4 plus 6, combine those, or add them, are 2. And then combining or adding 9e with negative 5e is 4e. So plus 4e would simplify that. Next, like terms here are the negative 5x squared and the negative 2x squared, along with 3x and negative x. So negative 5x squared plus negative 2x squared would be negative 7x squared. And then 3x plus negative x, that's like 3 plus negative 1, leaves me with plus 2x, or positive 2x. I'll switch up the colors here for you. Next one we have, the like terms would be, oh I didn't, sorry, never mind. Negative 10 plus 5 are like. Positive r cubed and negative 4r cubed are alike. And then the plus r is just on its own. So plus r, a positive r, can't combine it with anything. I'll just copy that down. Negative 10 plus 5 is negative 5, so you'd write minus 5. I kept saying in the last video that you could make it plus negative 5, but I'm going to always just write it as minus 5. And then lastly, a positive 1r cubed plus negative 4r cubed. 1 plus negative 4 is negative 3r cubed. And the last one, hopefully you notice that all of these are alike. They're all including a variable of t. So we have 1t, 2t, 3t, and negative 3t. Which if you combine all of these, there's 1, 2, 3 t's, and then plus negative 3, or minus 3t. You're left with nothing. 0. Okay. So I'm hoping that with the notes yesterday and the bell work today and all of the practice that you're feeling okay with simplifying expressions. We're actually going to continue simplifying expressions today, but our coefficients are not going to be our nice integers. We're going to have some rational numbers. So they might be decimals, they might be fractions. We'll be working with a little bit more difficult coefficients. And remember, we're out of our no calculator unit, so you are able to use a calculator on these, but I'm not going to, just so we can keep up with those rules on how to add decimals or how to subtract fractions and all of those things. So you'll see me up here not using a calculator and showing the work, and I would encourage you to do so so that you don't forget those rules. When it comes time to homework, feel free to check your answers with the calculator, but Again, I encourage you not to use font. Ooh. Here we go. So our notes today are just on the back of what you did yesterday. So hopefully you didn't lose that. Again, you'll need your coloring utensils. I didn't mention this yesterday, which I should have, but if you didn't have coloring supplies, instead of like doing red and purple or blue and green, instead of using different colors, you can use different shapes. So maybe you put a circle around certain like terms and squares around other like terms and triangles around the others, just to note the different terms that aren't alike, however you can without colors. I just am using colors. So we're continue simplifying expressions, but again, we're just going to have rational number coefficients. Instead of our nice whole number integers, we'll have some decimals and some fractions and whatnot. So I just kind of reviewed the steps here. It's just kind of a recap of what we were doing yesterday, just a basic two-step process. Remember, we started by circling the like terms, okay? I also put in parentheses that you're circling the sign in front of it to denote whether that term is negative or positive. Again, you could rewrite it as plus negative if it was subtracting, but I think it's easier just to circle that sign in front of it to show whether it's positive or negative. And then you can just combine the like terms. What I mean by combining is you are adding, and remember you're only adding the coefficients, so the numbers that are in front of the variable term. So we're going to do the same thing as yesterday, but our numbers are just going to be a little bit more complex to work with. So I feel like this isn't on me. Is this on me? I think it is. I think we're good. Okay. So again, get your coloring utensils out because we have some like terms here that we need to circle. The 0.3x and the 0.6x are alike. You probably could do that addition in your head, but if not, you can do it off to the side. Remember, you just have to line up the decimal points. 0.3x and 0.6x is 0.9x. And then the plus 3 is just out there on its own. I can't combine it with anything. So that's just plus 3. So then final answer, 0.9x plus 3. Next one, again, circle your like terms. 7/8 x is alike with 1/8 x. There's already common denominators, which is nice, so you just have to add the numerators. So 7/8 plus 1/8 is 8/8, which hopefully you recognize is 1. And remember, you don't actually have to write that 1 in front of the variable. So really, that combines to just x. And then the plus 4 is on its own. And there's your simplified expression. There's a bug on the board. Ew! Okay, sorry. Back to a expression with integer coefficients. So back to the basics here, I guess. Our like terms would be 8y and negative 6y. Remember, since it's minus 6y, you can consider it as negative. 8y and negative 6. If you add 8 plus negative 6, that's 2y. And then the plus 4, again, is just on its own. There's nothing alike that I can combine it with. All right, be right back. Gotta scroll. Hello again. All right, next one, we got some like terms I need to circle. So 2.5x and 1.6x are alike, along with 1.8z and negative 0.9z. Let's combine the x's first. 2.5 plus 1.6 is what I need to do. You get 4.1. I'm sad you guys aren't here to correct me and fix all my mistakes that I make, so keep me posted if I make anything. And then we need to combine 1.8 plus negative 0.9. Those are different signs, remember, so I need to subtract. So 1.8 minus 0.9 is 0.9, positive 0.9. And that's it. Okay, we have some like terms here. We have 1/2 b squared and 3/2 b squared. Those are alike. Along with 1/5 c and 2/5 c. So let's do the b's first. There's already common denominators, which is nice. And you just add the numerators. So you get 1 plus 3, that gets you to 4/2, which hopefully you recognize that 4/2 is 2. So the b squared term becomes 2b squared. And then the c's also have like terms, or not like terms, common denominators already. So just add the numerators. 1 plus 2/5 gives you 3/5. C. And that's it. Alright, next one. It looks like there's a lot of terms that are alike, or that may be in common. There's a couple 0.5s and a couple of r's. But if you look at the terms closely, this is an r squared, and that's an r, so those aren't alike, and that doesn't have any r's at all. So there's actually nothing that I can combine here, and I cannot simplify it. Again, you could say that you can't simplify it, or it's already in simplest form, or just copy the expression down. I'd take either one of those. Alright, next one, our like terms are a and negative 1.8a, along with 3.5b and negative 2.7b. And again, if you ever get to the point where you think that you can do these on your own, just pause the video, work them out, and then you can watch it and check your answers. But here, let's do a's first. 2.3 plus negative 1.8, those are different signs, so I'm going to subtract those over here. That's 0.5, so you get 0.5a. And then the b terms, there's also different signs. 3.5 plus negative 2.7, so I'll subtract those as well. And you get 0.8 there. So 0.5a plus 0.8b. Two more. Right away in this one, I see minus, negative, which I never like. Change those right away, or as you're doing it, to plus, positive. I just like to make that one big plus sign. So you can start off by doing that, or you can do it later on. But then circling the like terms, we have 3d. This is now positive, or plus 2d, and then plus d. And then x you should circle in another color. Those are the other set of like terms. So let's combine. 3D plus 2D is 5D, plus another one is 6D. Oh no. Also, not 60 like the number, 6D. See, not 60, but 60. Okay. X and negative 3x, that's like 1 plus negative 3. That's negative 2x, which can be written as minus 2x. And the last one, the like terms would be the negative 2.05x and the negative 5x. I'm just going to copy the 9 down first because I know I can't do anything with it. And then negative 2.05 plus negative 5. Those are the same signs, so I'm actually going to add those. 2.05 plus 5 is 7.05. You can show work if you need to, but that should be one you can do in your head. And keep the sign, so it's negative 7.05 x. Again, if I were to combine these first, I still would have gotten negative 7.05 and then plus 9 on the other side. Okay, so that's all I got. That's simplifying expressions. Hopefully it's simple to simplify. You can start working on your homework now. You can grab it on the green table. And have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. See you Monday.